Hey family, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Cutting Edge 50, man. As we prepare for 2023, y'all already know what to do. If you're new to the channel, man, I appreciate your support. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Hey, it's time to step it up, man. 2023, it's time to get healthy. Myself personally, man, it's been a little challenging with Titan on the way. You know, I just had a new son. I posted some of his pictures right here, man, so y'all can get involved in it. So we're just trying to stay balanced, man. We're trying to get some sleep. We're trying to work out. We're trying to just find the balance. But I'm gonna go to a strict diet starting 2023, man. Probably currently what my weight is between without the bloat, say if I do cheat meals or whatever the case may be, I might be around 243-ish, stuff like that. You know, anytime you cheat, you have some other meals, my weight probably go between a 248 to 250 max. And that's if I'm not getting enough water and stuff like that. Generally, I try to get two gallons of water a day myself, minimum a gallon and a half. That's because I am active. And it just helps me function properly, man, myself. I'm trying to get cardio in on my little part-time stuff like that. But 2023, man, we trying to invest in our health, man. We trying to step it up a notch, create more content. I'm working on different logos, stuff like that, another segment. So we got a lot of good stuff coming this year, man. But hopefully y'all out there, y'all had happy holidays. Y'all out there staying fit, staying motivated, staying inspired. I don't know if y'all follow the Olympia, man. There was a lot of changes out there, man. It was a lot of new champions across the board. I just posted a video out there, man, saying that I thought this is the best judging throughout, no politics or nothing like that in there. And there's a lot of other stuff, man. I think I see what they're trying to do. And I probably do a separate video on that about the judging criteria. They're trying to remove the point systems. They're trying to limit the time because it was a long show. And I think a lot of these, as a coach, man, just looking at it, I think a lot of these athletes missed a peak. Because if you ever been backstage, you're out there waiting for hours, stuff like that. You're not able to have all your meals in there or plan for it, you know. So you're out there, a lot of them probably getting stressed out. The heavier you are, the harder it is to try to maintain that peak, stay shredded, stay like that. Cause you can't do but pump up so much. You know, say, yeah, you're on point for an hour, but if you're back there waiting 3-4 hours until you able to get back on stage, and not to mention how many competitors it was and stuff like that. So I got some ideas that I think will help them out. As y'all know, I do strategic planning and stuff like that. So who knows? They can listen or not. They gotta have their own plan, but I don't know if they got an advisory board that's trying to help them. If their direction is to grow and expand and help out the athletes, it's certain things that they can do to eliminate the point system, trying to minimize the shows and stuff like that. That's not for the athletes. That's not benefiting for the athletes. I think every athlete, if you win a show and you qualify, you deserve to get there. That's not the promoters pay their sanction fees and stuff like that. So I get it. I don't want to watch long shows and stuff like that either, but it's still what you want. I mean, that's just a give and take. If the league is expanding and growing, you want that, but you got to also change and adapt. This is the social media world that we live in. So you can't just say, okay, yeah, we're going to cut this out and cut that out because we don't want it to be long, but the sport is growing and that's what you want. So you got to change and adapt to it. So make the shows longer. Instead of like the Olympia, just like the Arnold Classic, he has a whole expo for the week. They can do that at the Olympia. Say you got the women divisions. If it's just bikini, you got other interviews you can line up. Yes, you can make your money for it, but just like if you want to put every ifbb pro on a salary, it hasn't be so much. But in the social media world, you'll get your money back. If they own a salary, they got to create content for you, even though they got their own channels and stuff like that. Have athletes create their own content for the IFBB, and then you get to share it and post it on your social media channels. You know, people reach out to me. I get paid for doing reels and other stuff or partnerships or collaborations. So they can do that, something like that, and entwine it. Hey, have these at Chris Bump said, look how popular he is. If you had a whole segment or say once a month, him giving tips or whatever the case may be, or appearances, you will make your money enough, and that way you can also pay these guys a little more money. But also believe, open bodybuilding, that is the bread and butter for it. But the world don't want to see open bodybuilders all the time. I'm a big guy, but I prefer classic myself. And I know it's definitely harder to do men's open bodybuilding. That's always going to be the meat and potatoes of the IFBB, but that's not what the world definitely wants to see all the time. We like freaks, we like mass with class and stuff like that. It is the most exciting because it's just like any other thing. It's the All-Star game. It takes a certain amount of dedication and longevity to the sport to get on that level. And that's a gradual period that other athletes, either they don't want to waste time because it's detrimental to their health, but that's not in it for the long haul. You can't be an open bodybuilder but so long. So time is limited if you're trying to do that. But like I said, if you want to benefit the athletes and not just make your money and just stay for the league itself, the IFBB need to change up some things, man. And like I said, I love the NPC, I love the IFBB, but it's some things that they did in 2022 they can't do in 2023. Sean Corrida and Angel Coderon, they won open shows and wasn't allowed to compete. That's just dead wrong. I don't know. Pretty much it probably was illegal, but I know these guys didn't want to go to the extent of getting a lawyer, but and suing the IFBB and stuff like that to, because they are in prep, they trying to be the best in the world and stuff like that. So they just let it go. No social media outlets cover this stuff, man. So I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe they got partnerships with them, but wrong is wrong. In 2023, man, we got to change something out there. Because if you want to benefit the athletes, you can't have an athlete out there who worked his whole life and dedicated his time and effort to compete in the show. He won an open show. He followed the rules. He did everything y'all wanted them to do, and you still denied him the opportunity to compete with something that he earned. It ain't like he didn't earn it. They didn't earn it. They earned the right to compete at the open show. So I don't see what it's not a debate. It should have been mandatory that they did get it. So not only did they lose out on money and the opportunity, the Olympia lost out on another opportunity to grow the sport, because that kind of tarnished the light of a lot of other people who think like me, man. These guys lost money and time that they spent going to that show. So it's pretty much was a waste of time for them. Who knows if they prepped for months? I know, and it doesn't matter if they didn't prep too long or was already in shape. It's still the time that they can't never get back. So think about that, man. That's the time that they didn't get back. They prepared, they won the show. And like I said, man, Sean is a great guy. I talked to him a couple of times on social media, man. He got his first child coming in. I'm glad he got the 212 title back. Who knows where he'll place in the open division, but you can't deny that pound for pound, he has the most muscle than almost anybody out there, pound for pound. I know it would have made it harder to judge these guys. Angel Calderon, he was top 2 in 212. I mean, the muscle that's on these guys is still bodybuilding. You can't compare it. Just like Arnold said back in the day, it had a tall class, short class, whatever the case may be. It wasn't a 212. So I know they want to keep it separated, and I believe in keeping it separated, but I also believe it's different things that they could have did to benefit these guys. They wanted to show, hey, just make it, hey, 2023, I know they changed the rules and stuff like that. Hey, you can't compete. Don't do crossovers in. NPC, they do crossovers all the time. IFBB, the Miss Olympia, I know they didn't want to do it, but it's nothing in the rule book. If you had it, y'all broke the rules. That's just, I can't put it no other way around. It was dead wrong across the board. You can't convince me, and it was wrong because nobody really said nothing about it, but you can't make a guy choose if they follow your rules. You can't, it's nothing about it. I know they let it go, but it just did something to me, man. That if you earn the right to do something, following the rules, and somebody was like, nah, you can't, you got to choose. And especially for Sean, man, he's a Mr. Olympia. He's qualified for life. So for him, especially, I see if they would have said, okay, well, Angel, you can't because he'd never been a Mr. Olympia in 212. How can you can't go through that with Sean Carita then, because he is Mr. Olympia. He is qualified to do the 212. So if he would have did the open, you can't take that right away from him as a winner to do the 212 Olympia. So if anybody, he definitely should have had the choice to do it. It's not optional. You can't take that away from him, or you just breaking your own rules and you sending the wrong message to people who just love the sport, who benefit for it. So I just think that was wrong, and I know a lot of people didn't talk about it. But let's go ahead and move on, man. Hopefully, 2023 they get a whole lot better. If you want to grow the sport, I know you want to do a lot of things. I love the judging this year, man. It was remarkable, even though you might not agree with some of the placements and stuff like that. I think they're sending a clear message of some of the looks that they're going for. I just heard what's my guy? He was Andre Ferguson, man. He just went off saying about Aaron Banks, how he won, and he beat Brandon Henderson. And just on the live stream, like I say, it's different when you're in person seeing these guys, seeing what kind of shape condition they in. But just off the live stream, I love Brandon Henderson. I prefer his physique over Aaron Banks all day long because he's more balanced. But I don't know, and not just necessarily saying they're going for a different look, but from the live stream, it didn't seem like he was at his best. I still think Brandon Henderson will make a better champion because he's a champion. He conducts himself as a champion. He's what I think the sport should be, but that's also like Andre Ferguson. I love Andre Ferguson. His physique, he should never, I don't care if he's not 100%, he should never be out that top 5 to me personally. So I get where he's coming from, saying that they changing out what they're looking for in man's physique and stuff like that. But I think they are changing the way. They don't want these guys to be too muscular and starting to dissect Brandon Henderson's physique. He's well balanced, but he has been posting a lot of updates in classic poses and stuff like that. And he is all pretty much, I think he's ready to go to that classic physique era. And I think he'll do well. He's balanced, he's big, but he's not too big for the division, I think. He's still balanced. So I think they wanted a little more streamlined physique, smaller waist, taller physique, maybe. But it's still about proportions and stuff like that. Because we all know Aaron Banks has no legs. If you looked at any pictures and stuff like that, but he has the best back in the business right now. I personally don't care for his attitude, but that's just me because I just think he's young. He and I see this from a lot of younger athletes. So this coming from an older head, man, who's been around the industry for 20-some years, man, just looking on the outside. He has a great family. He has a great support system. He doesn't want to do criticism, but I don't think I think the younger generation, they don't like criticism too much. You know what I mean? They try to eliminate it. So I see everybody talking, he's going to block you. He's blocking all kind of other people. He did my guy wrong. I forgot his name. On Hart McGrath, he does his own little podcast channel. Hart did a lot of videos and stuff like that for Aaron. He loved this guy, and Aaron Banks just, man, he did him so dirty. I mean, he didn't give him the respect, the love, or the courtesy. After Hart did close-up videos for this guy, he shared the videos and stuff like that, but he didn't even give him a shout-out saying, hey, man, I appreciate you doing this hard work, because it is time, man. You can't get the time back. So with stuff like that, it's my morality is a little beast. I can't support people like that, period, man. The world is short. Like I said, you can't get back time. So 2023, man, I can get it. He has the right to block you all he want, but that doesn't mean you got to follow him. I don't think he doing stuff like that. If you can't get along with people, you're not humble or grateful for the people who either look up for you or who try to support you just because. I mean, Hart wasn't getting nothing from helping him. He just wasted his own time and effort. And I seen the hurt in this guy's eyes, man. Like I said, I've been observation is one of my tools that I've been using all my life, man, and stuff like that. And you can look at somebody and tell when they actually hurt and damaged. because he did like this guy. They had a good love communication. They was talking and stuff like that. And for somebody to do you dirty like that, they kind of shed a light on you. But Hart, man, like I say, it didn't hurt him too much, and he's continuing to grow. He does excellent content. He covers men's physique. I personally myself, I like classic physique more. I like open bodybuilding. I like fitness health. I'm a nutritionist by trade, but I do compete in the NPC and stuff like that. I am a coach. So I've been training, man, over 25 years, and I've been a nutritionist certified over the last 13 years, going at 2023. This is what I do. This is my gift. This is what I love to do, and I'm going to keep doing, is spreading the word. But with that, man, I still understand that we all human. We all capable of making mistakes. So you have the right to do whatever you want to do. And, so I don't have to like or agree with Aaron or whoever else who was on their own content, because it's their right. If it's their page, they want to do whatever they want to do. You can advise them and stuff like that if you want to, but that's still up to their inner circle. They can take your advice or not, and wherever the chips may fall, it may fall. So, like I said, it's just like anybody else. You're gonna have your own circle. You're gonna be protective of whatever the case may be. I just see these young guys, man. I hope that they have somebody to keep them grounded, man, because it is rough out there. And I do acting and stuff like that on the side, and I done seen a lot of people. They shoot up to that limelight and forget about other people and stuff like that, or they want to take the quick route, and it's a dangerous slope, man. So. From an ex-professional football player myself, man, I never wanted to get famous or cared about money and stuff like that, because I didn't come from that area. I came from a rough childhood. We didn't have money and stuff like that. So money, I got a different outlook on life. Money doesn't really mean nothing to me. My goals has always been the same. Make enough to provide for my family, protect your family, stay safe. And that's it. And, because you can't take money with you. I always try to be a man of my word, stuff like that. My pops taught me that, man. You can never take money with you. You can't take materialistic things with you. It's about sharing your gifts, talents, and knowledge with other people, and working together, man. That I think a lot of people forget about that. I like social media for business and able to spread out, and reach other people, share content, ideas, collaborations and stuff like that. That's the good thing. But it do take away from a lot of other things that life has to offer. You're not able to reach, not able to spend time with your family and stuff like that. And I think a lot of people, they forget about those things that keep you grounded. So what, man? Like I said, I don't want to be on here rambling too much. I just want to give y'all a quick update, man. And I appreciate y'all following me on this journey. Like I say, 2023 is almost here. I'm going to start my own transformation, try to get in the best shape of my life. I want to. That's the goal. And not being able to train. I don't know what my competition plans is. I did qualify for nationals. I was second, but that's when they changed the rules. I could have had my pro card. So I don't know what I'm going to do this year coming up. I wanted to do, they canceled it. Now they put it back on, which was going to be the Arnold Classic, which I was going to announce. Then they canceled it. Then I seen Arnold Schwarzenegger mentioning that they're bringing it back. It was a mistake, and wasn't. So, I don't do the wish-wash stuff. And, if you're prepping for something, you need to be 100% kind of focused in on that. Which is a whole different other thing if you don't have the support system or the understanding, because support is different, man. I'm gonna do a whole segment on support and stuff like that, because generally I believe, man, that we support people how we want to support it and not necessarily how they want to be supported. Just think about that, man. We support people how we want to support them and not necessarily how they want you to support them. So that's another topic, man. That's a whole another segment in itself. So, like I said, we're going to be doing a whole lot of other things, man, coming around 2023. We done grew a lot so far, and I appreciate y'all's support. Appreciate y'all from hanging out with your boy, man. Like I said, we just growing this span, and we trying to keep everybody in tune. You got in the comments, man, reach out to me. I talk to people every day. for my son here, I changed my schedule, try to just work 3 days on my part-time. So I am generally overnight. So I'm doing content, I'm editing content, I'm reading my emails always, I'm reaching out. I'm doing a day once I get my little sleep, try to get at least 5 hours of sleep if I can. That's on a good day, but generally between 4 and 5 hours every day. That's all I'm sleeping to create content, still focus on working out, because working out for me is my mental health balance. I have to work out. That's just my release. A lot of people don't have hobbies. They don't have outlets to do it. So that negative energy that you hold down, it start weighing on you, and that's a different thing, man. A lot of people, they claim, like I say, I got a different outlook on depression and stuff like that because I am a spiritual guy. But you can't. I don't care what you title it. That negative energy, you can't hold on to you because that'll cripple you. It'll kill you from the inside out, man. So I tell people, I don't claim nothing. I listen to my body. I listen to the energy. I still pray. I'm very spiritual because I'm happy to be alive today, man. I mean, had some close calls in this short life that we don't live so far. So I can't deny my spiritual realm and stuff like that. I don't really preach on it, but I will have segments talking about that, relationships, faith, Christianity, or whatever else people claiming out there, and seeing that people, because a lot of people are Christians, but they don't really claim Christianity. I think a lot of people, they are believers. They believe in the Bible, or they don't believe in the Bible, and they believe in the Heavenly Father and stuff like that. So I done read plenty of Bibles. I done read the Quran. I done read the Egyptian Bible. And I just think all of us, it's in us to search where we came from and find out who we are and stuff like that. Myself, man, I'm very self-aware. I know what I'm put on this earth to do. I know what my talents and gifts are, and I'm just sharing it with the world. I always know I was going to be a good trainer. I loved health, fitness, and stuff like that because it just was easy understanding for me, just training somebody, watching what they're capable of and being able to bring out the best in them or their talents or helping them understand their body. That was an easy gift to me. So that's really was nothing, but being able to display that or show that to the world is a different aspect in it. So that's why I like social media aspect. So I like IG a little bit, and I've been on there a little bit more. They just started a subscription, stuff like that. So a lot of people can't afford nutritionists, but I think there's different plans you can do, stuff like that. I think I'm gonna just let people do that. They want to ask the nutritionist questions, have somebody optimize their nutrition or diet and stuff like that. That's what I can do. That simple. So just subscribe to your boy on IG, man. Hey. Got to get this work in me, man. I'm trying to get this pre-workout in me real quick, get a quick workout in before I go into work tonight. Was able to get about 5 hours in. The wife has already left the house, going to get Max a little haircut. She took the son with her. So, yeah, man, we just trying to get it started, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Hey, I'm sorry about rambling. I just want to give y'all a quick update, man. Let you know I am looking forward to 2023. Even though this world sometimes is unclear in the direction that it's going, you can't watch TV without just watching TV and enjoying it. A lot of shows that I used to enjoy, I don't watch TV too much, period. That's just sad to say because I don't get too much enjoyment out of TV or different shows, stuff you can't even enjoy. You can't even watch TV without a crazy commercial coming on. And our kids are our future. So that's a whole nother realm. And kids are so delicate, man. I just see behind the lines and see things that I don't think other people see, or maybe you do see it and you just don't want to say nothing or talk about it because we know this is the counterculture and stuff like that. And certain things like on Instagram and social media, you can't say that you want to say. So that's why I got different segments and different disclaimers that I'm going to have to put out there because I think every discussion is up for debate. It's about understanding, and I don't believe in discrimination, or I just believe that if you are able to do whatever you want to do with your life, You can't force anything on nobody. Just like I say, from nutrition, myself, I don't believe in taking nothing that you don't want to take, being forced to take nothing. I wasn't raised in that era, man. And I don't know where that vibe has left with the cancel cultures, because you can't cancel nobody about doing whatever they believe or whatever they feel about their own life. It's your life. You only got this one to live, man. You got to live it the best you can. But you got also, if you feel like you're doing something wrong, then you know something ain't right. That's just it's that simple for me. If you feel like you're doing it the best you can and it's benefiting you and you feel good about it, then I don't see nothing wrong with it. But that's just my own personal belief, man. It don't mean it's right or wrong. I try not to judge nobody because I can't judge you. I'm not perfect. I don't care what my wife may think. I think I'm perfect, but I am not perfect. And I know I can do better with a whole lot of things, just like I can do better content. I can be a better father. I can be a better trainer, nutritionist. I try to study something every day. I try to learn something every day. I try to reach out to people every day to say, thank you. I appreciate you in my life. I appreciate you from taking the time to watch my videos, like my videos, share my videos, watch my reels, support your boy any way you can. I appreciate you. And I'm just going to say that going into 23, man, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing your boy content. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you if you're watching this right now, man, for taking the time out. Thank you for asking a question, man. So I'm going to do the best I can to help you achieve your goals. Like I say, I'm an expert in my craft. I'm an expert in nutrition, fitness, and health. That's what I am. I just got to learn your body, learn out what your goals are, and I'm pretty sure I can help you. There's no doubt in my mind that anybody who reach out to me and they trying to get healthier, they trying to find a balance in their life as far as nutrition, fitness, and health, and a better way to improve their lifestyle, I know I can help. That's just my gift. It's no doubt in my mind that I can help you achieve your goal. I don't know. A lot of people don't claim that. That's not arrogance and confidence. I think people say that go hand in hand, but that's people who is not sure of what their gifts is. I know my gift. I embrace it 100%. I walk in the room. I think it was a real idea. I walk in the room as myself. I ain't cowering. I ain't holding my head down. And I'm sure this is what I was put on this earth to do. A lot of people don't have that ability to find out what they are, and they're still searching for their gifts and talents. I can't sing like that. A lot of people can sing. That's some of their gifts. So it's the ability to share your gift, understand it, and still keep learning, because we still able to learn something every day. So that's what I say, man. Keep learning. 2023 is almost here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and following. Thank you for sharing your boy content. We appreciate you. We get ready for this new journey together. It's your boy, Cat Nice. We out.